be focused on my own way. There's never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing to say that could make me realize I'm much lucky. I wouldn't start a bridge of this fire, I was not aware of this nightmare. But when I start to see those eyes begging for love, begging for, I just need to open my eyes now, to try to change and to search out to be someone among others. I've got to try. Have to see them too. I just live into my world, far from the pain and fear. First time I preach of this fire, I was not aware of this nightmare. But when I start to see those eyes begging for love, begging for, I just need to open my eyes now, to try to change and to search out to be someone among others. I can try. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I work tonight, if I'm so tired am in misery. Everyone is watching me when I'm coming around. They all are judging me when I'm lying on the ground. I've got no shelter, I've got no escape. My life is a prison and I can't run away. Oh, can't you see we're running out of time? You're gonna lose your mind if you think you're doing fine. You can't describe it yet, but something is wrong. Where are your dreams now, and why don't you feel strong? Yeah, yeah. Every day, every night you try to find yourself. Don't live your life as someone else. Can't you see we are running out of time? You're gonna lose your mind if you think you're doing fine. Tell me, why do you break all of your promises? I see this emptiness inside of you. Is this your way after all? Don't let them make you feel small. You know this dream's out of choice, and we're running out of time. Nothing seems missing, but you're dead inside. That sounds so much of us, just pretend to be alive. Yeah, yeah. Every day, every night you try to find yourself. Don't live your life as someone else. Can't you see we're running out of time? Gonna lose your mind if you think you're doing fine. Tell me, why do you break all of your promises? I see this emptiness inside of you. Is this your way after all? Don't let them make you
Hello there, everyone. Yeah, I can't talk. Okay, that's a good start. So once again, hello there, everyone, and welcome to the finals of Road to Masters between VNP and Necrotic, and also welcome my new co-caster, which is who is Uncooked. So hello there to the Great Britain, man.
Hello, and hopefully it's using the correct microphone, because otherwise this will sound absolutely horrendous. So we're just getting into things, and hope that it's correct, because it's an entire technical fail.
It makes you a bit like cranky in the heights, but I think it's okay. Like we've heard worse. Might be the I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's a good mic or not, because it's just sometimes even the streaming tools F with us, because I don't want to use the full F word. I used them a lot yesterday. But yeah, we are here. We are going to have a lovely BO3, and now we can see how other games panned out. We've seen two of them yesterday. It was the ETZ versus Outsiders Gaming. That was a full BO3. And OVG, or Online Vision Gaming, against Necrotic Exports, which was also full-blown BO3. So yeah, if we continue in this streak, we are going to get the full 3 maps. And yeah, we've seen so many good games. I don't know if you were watching the stream, at least, because you were not casting. So I don't know if you've seen at least some of the plays, but we had some juicy plays in there.
Yes, no, I definitely was watching. I was also updating the Liquipedia as well, so that was fun.
Yeah, true. Actually, thank you for that.
I don't know if all the edits have been accepted yet, so that might be a thing to check just quickly.
Well, that's for our production. I hope they will, but yeah.
Yeah, it will be fine. Yeah, no, I definitely remember seeing, especially on Bank, that Shindy acing. That was ridiculous.
Yeah,
I saw that live.
He just slapped everyone, and like from the second map,
yeah.
like on the second map, he just woken up, and then he was on fire. And
yeah,
if he haven't gone to sleep yet, I think it might be a really hard time for VNP, even though they are kind of a bit of a favorite team right now, because they kind of placed higher in the standings in the groups. But other than that, like especially in this league or in this like R16, we are kind of getting used to the teams that are placed like on the third or fourth place, placing top in the finals. So I guess Necrotic might be another one of those teams, because usually, yeah, they just pull through the playoffs and show us what they really are made of.
Yeah, Necrotic, they had the 2-0 in their first game, if I recall, and then they pulled out that 2-1 as well. So they've definitely had quite the run to get here, not as straightforward as VMP. So hey, it'll be interesting to see what they pull off.
Yeah, and they actually were even pretty close to stealing the first map too out of OVG, because it was 8-6 overtime on the Villa. So not as comfortable win as Online Vision Gaming would probably like to have. And yeah, from that it just went really steeply downwards, and it ended as it ended. I don't know if we have the map bands ready. It would be nice to see what maps we will
possibly
see or play on. So yes,
there we go. Lovely. So yeah, Cafe and Clubhouse are the 2 maps we're definitely going to see. Cafe, I really like Cafe. It's probably my favourite map in the map pool right now, along with Villa. So I'm glad that that's been picked. Also,
like, for me, it's like it's one of the middle maps. Like I used to love it, and now I kind of it got boring after a while. And like casting it's okay, that's a good one, but playing it not so much. On the other hand, Clubhouse, one of my most favorite maps at all. I love roaming on it. I love just it's one of the maps because I usually play like someone with like flex player or something like that, but on Clubhouse I can go full aggro, and I enjoy it a lot.
Clubhouse is a good map.
Yep.
I feel like Clubhouse and Oregon, those are your 2 like bread and butter maps in Siege. You know, those are the maps that you expect teams to be able to play. And then the others, Cafe, that's quite a common one as well. You should probably be able to play that as well. But yeah, Clubhouse and Oregon, definitely. If you can't play those two maps, then what are you even doing here,
Yeah, Clubhouse is one of the OG maps. It had some changes, but let's be honest, those changes weren't that big. Even though now I think it's swayed from the defender-sidedness to actually being a pretty decently attacker-sided. It's for many teams, it started being really easy to attack on the map, especially with some really powerful bans. So it's going to be interesting what we see there. But first of all, we will see the cafe that we mentioned at the beginning. One of the biggest maps in the map pool, 3 full-fledged floors. 3 floors that you will use every single time, with many possible runouts, many spawn peaks, many windows to take care of, and many cheeky angles. So yeah, it's gonna be really hard to kind of decide, and as we've seen before, it can get really ugly for one side or the other. Both cafes were kind of one-sided, and the second time it was for Necrotic. So VNP, if they did their homework well, they will probably be prepared for the things that Necrotic wants to bring to this map.
Yeah, as well. Cafe, there's tons of opportunities to roam. It's very, very open and very big. So
yeah,
like you say, the attackers, they're going to have a tough time just trying to get through everything, because you tend to see is just a top-down clear pretty much every round. It's very standard, and that can be difficult to actually break effectively. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what I think it's Necrotic starting out on the attack here. So
yep. Necrotic should start on the attack, so they will kind of have the shorter straw at the beginning, in my opinion, because it's really hard to attack on Cafe when the defense is well prepped. But I also think that lately there has been some protagonist of pushing actually opposite side, from bottom to up, just to clear it kinda the other way around. And the white pushes, for example, are quite common lately, or at least I found them quite common in many matches. And it's interesting to see, because it's something that might be a bit harder for the defenders to anticipate, because now you need to suddenly watch for other ways inside. Yeah, you can kinda be there, but it's still hard to defend every single angle, because Cafe is so big to hold. So it might be interesting to see what Necrotic brings on the attacking side.
Yeah, and obviously this was their map pick as well. So like you say, they've got to surely they're going to have something that they want to do, and we're going to see a very standard Thatcher ban here coming out first. So it's you see all the time. We don't really need to talk about it. What will be more interesting is this second attacker ban. It possibly will be something like a Flores, just with that original. But actually, it's going to be Habana. That's a bit of a more unusual one for Cafe, I would say.
That's a bit of a throwback, 2 years ago. Before Ace, basically. And in those days, Ibana used to be banned almost all the time, because she was the most versatile hard breach in the game, and she was strong. But right now, with Ace on the board, I don't know. After the changes, if you want to play Castle a lot, I think Hibana might be a good ban, because she can destroy the castle barricades from far away, and you can use only 2 pellets and still have enough to breach wherever you want. And with combination with Sledge, it might be really a strong combo, but we will have to see. And honestly, VNP haven't played Hibana at all yesterday on Cafe, so I don't know if it's it isn't supposed to be a target ban. I would get Flores, because not VNP, I meant Necrotic. Necrotic played Flores a lot yesterday, and then he played him really well. So that's a force to be reckoned with, and it's gonna be interesting to see. Their attack on Cafe was really strong, even though it depends. It also might have been that the defense of OVG didn't look so bad. So I think that Necrotic are really comfortable attacking on Cafe first.
Locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah, like I say, the Flores is going to come in really handy as well. There's so much utility that you can get rid of with that Flores, and you know, combine that with your Ash. You have Finka, who will definitely have grenades, possibly have the Gon 6 as well. That's another good castle counter for those castle barricades. Is that Gon 6?
By attack.
Yeah, Gun 6, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated gadgets in the game right now.
Yeah.
Like, many people tend not to use it because it takes a slot for your secondary, but for example with Finka, where you have freaking LMG or even the spear is amazing gun, so you don't really need a pistol. But yeah, I tend to run it even on the Yana, where it's a really good combination with the nades, and you can just clear so many things with it. And yeah, it just sometimes can hurt you a bit in a fight when you want to pull out the pistol, and yeah, you can't. That's a bummer. But other than that, nothing really wrong with that. I'm surprised we don't. Yeah, go on.
Especially as Shindy has the LMG as well, definitely won't be running out of ammo that easily. So you know, that pistol not really required in that situation. That's all I was gonna say.
Falcon from VMP looks like he wants to go for some cheeky runout, maybe from the bakery, from the double doorway, but I think he will come short-handed because there is no one left on the rappel. But so far, Necrotics are only kinda besieging the site. They are holding their angles and waiting for some openings that they can do. But they are also aware of the presence below, that there is the Goyo roaming, but I don't think he will possess any significant threat for them right now. Because one thing, he is going for the white, and the other, he is really far away. But Nani from VNP getting the first pick on Amaror, and that's the edge of the board. I don't know if he managed to use the quick charges, but other than that, so far the round is really slowly revolving and calm. It reminds me a bit of the usual Hungarian gameplay that we've kind of got used to in previous casts, because Hungarians kind of tend to play a bit slower siege and they tend to go for the 20-second meta. Falcon here with a nice pre-fire on the Shundi. And White, in the meantime, just got through the piano and found the first pick on the piano with the Jaeger. But there is still the guy holding the pixel, and that's not good, because that power position is still targeted really, or guarded by the two Jaeger ADSs, and the shield is still there. And Nanny takes advantage of it, finds another one, but fine! But White refrags him really well, so that's the position out of the question.
Yeah, Pixel's now been cleared, but Falcon is going to still be close by inside that bathroom, and I think Drax is there as well, so they're still holding on quite severely to this. Yeah, Drax is inside a freezer, just trying to catch anyone. He's got that deployable shield to protect him, so he's not going to be taking any damage so far, but 3 versus 3 and only 15 seconds to go. Necrotic have to make some sort of push into the site now. That possibly ill-advised from Drax, but actually he's going to find one. Losi as well. Now it's all down to Shindy, 1 versus 3. 5 seconds left, and Falcon should be here with the closeout. There it is. And WMP, they get their first round quite comfortably, I'd say, off of the back with some very strong picks of Nani at the start.
Yeah, it was definitely a well-played defense, because they just waited. They had the one roamer that was kinda bringing the mayhem from below, just letting the attackers know that he is still there and he can kind of be a danger for them. But other than that, I kind of think that Necrotic took a really long time clearing the pixel. It took them basically a minute and a half, basically half of the round, to clear just that one angle, and they lost 2 bodies to that. So if they get there in some later rounds, they will have to clear it a lot faster, either with some good coordination of flashbangs and nades, or just bring Zofia. Like, she can destroy it really well. And honestly, those ADSs were in a spot where I think they might not be able to catch the Zofia breach when you place it well on the floor.
Yeah,
like, there are some ways that you can deal with it, but we will see.
Yeah, ABSs, they can be a little bit finicky by the fact that the projectile actually has to be like in front of them. It's
Yeah.
some sort of like hemisphere, but it's a bit offset, so it can be a little bit strange. You can get away with stuff that you feel like you shouldn't, and also some stuff can get caught where you feel like it shouldn't as well. So that's just a little quirk of the gadget, and it didn't affect anything in that round, so it's not exactly important. But no, Necrotic, they might want to think about that in the future.
Exactly. But right now they need to deal with the defense that is being brewed in the kitchen, and it looks like, yeah, as you called it at the beginning, the top-down clear. Basically, all but one players are going for the top floor. Only Shundi is basically near the engine, but even he looks like he will be going for the top floor sooner or later. And so far there are two players roaming up there in the cocktail. It's Nani and Hotka, both with good guns. And also Valkyrie on board means there is a lot of intel to be gained with the combination with Maestro. That's a lot of camps, let's be honest about that.
Yeah, a lot of intel that can be gained. As well, also, you have those arena gates, which you wouldn't necessarily think of as being intel, but you can hear when they get interrupted and they have to deactivate for a short while. You can actually hear that from quite a way away, so that is going to be quite good as well. I know there are some strategies that involve baiting out with the Kona station, so you can see when they get taken, and that can be used as intel as well, and also they give off quite a loud sound cue. I don't think WNP are going to be wanting to do that because it was also giving free HP over to the attackers, but you know, they're doing a good job of wasting time at the minute though. We've got 1 minute 20 and this second floor still hasn't been cleared, although Nani is going to be taking a lot of damage. Falcon is taking the Overwatch and the hatch is already going to be opened just to allow for that quick getaway. However, Nani still could be in a position to cause some trouble, especially if Necrotic aren't aware of his position. He's just going to be sitting there in the corner for a second. It's getting closer. Drone does come through. Is he going to get misdroned? It surely must have seen him. No, it didn't! How did that not get caught? Immediately refragged by Amaror, however, although that is your sledge off the board, that vertical play, which is going to be quite useful down into these last 30 seconds, is now going to be heavily stunted. You're going to have to use those breach charges, and not anymore. Another quick refrag from Shindy, as now we sit at 3 versus 3, but again, there's only 20 seconds left. No players are roaming, however, although we do have this VIP hold, which is going to mean that this transition from that second floor to the bottom floor is going to be quite difficult, especially if Falcon is able to go around like that. And there's the shotgun as well. Drax is not able to confirm that, actually, but Black Wolf still in 1 versus 2 unless he's able to get that close out. Very good round from WMP again. They're just doing a great job at stalling out, and I know you said that Hungarian Siege does tend to be quite slow, but it shouldn't be this slow.
Yeah, it definitely shouldn't be this slow. Like Necrotics is really struggling with the defense right now and when pushing through. Like yesterday, they were a lot sharper too. They just managed to, even though the rounds went really far in the on the clock, like it was always near the 30 seconds left on the clock. But it wasn't this close, and I think they're really struggling. And honestly, VNP did their homework probably really well because their defense looks solid. They know they are disciplined and they are playing the way they should. They are just holding long enough, and when they see the pressure or when they feel the pressure, it also they just fall back. There is no need.
Catastrophic misdrone as well. I
Yeah.
I have no idea how Nani just did not get caught in that corner. I was certain the drone looked at him a couple times as well.
Yeah, that might be a problem of 4x3. Not sure, because I don't play it, but I know that 4x3 has a bit of a tight window, even on 90 FOV, so it might be that, but I don't know. It all depends. Shundi though already in piano, and he tries to get something swiftly done, but it looks like the players of VNP are not surprised by anything. They have the positions. They don't need to do basically anything else, and yeah, it's so far looking good for them. Nothing really special. And BXZito with the first pick on Hotka this time, but Nani with a refrag on Shundi and brings the scoreline back. White, on the other hand, refrags Nani and brings finally the advantage of the man count to their side, but there's still one guy. Or wasn't it? No, it was the Sledge just holding the freezer. I thought for a second it's mute or something like that, but that's not on the board. So yeah, top floor is in the control of Necrotic, and they finally can start pushing towards the site, even though that's a minute left on the clock, and they are still being engaged. We can see a close engagement on the white stairs where Loss is holding the Vector, and Tight Angle on the Ace holding another Tight Angle downstairs. So we will see how this will pan out, but advantage for 4-3 should help them a lot in this situation, because they can overpower them.
The trade game has been very good from both teams, and now that Necrotic finally have the man advantage, they should be able to fairly easily just win this even by trading. Although we do see the castle come up here, and that's Falcon. He's going to be able to get one kill, and as I say that refrag was not able to come through, and actually Drax is going to get a second, so now the man advantage swings back into WNP's favour. Falcon is trying to reclaim that top floor control, and now White has to stop checking that vertical and instead focus on Falcon. This is wasting even more time, and Lossy is there. Now Black Wolf, he's just on the site, but there's no time. He's going to have to try and get this diffuser down. The Falcon is there, however, but the time has run out. The sand fell through the hourglass, and there is nothing left. I thought that round would have been able to go to Necrotic. I don't know about you, but that should have been their round.
I definitely thought so, because yeah, as you said, the trade game was in their favor, and they just didn't manage to get it. Like, they got blasted off by a castle just getting one good pick and then rotating up to the top floor, where he basically just regained the control and got another one on. Well, I think he got another one on top floor too. So yeah, it was just not a good one for them, and the first 3-round rotation goes in favor of VNP, and now it's time for Necrotic to find the answer, because they are going to attack the same 3 sites again, and we can expect that the sites will be defended in the similar way, because why change something that worked?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the classic expression that comes to mind, and really, that is a very good mindset for right now, because Necrotic just don't have the answer, and they're not really changing up much. They've switched Shindy onto the Ash instead of the Thinker, but it hasn't exactly worked out well so far. I mean, Shindy's only frag has come when they were playing on Thinker, so it's... You know, there's something I feel like more fundamental needs to be changed up than just changing one entry player onto a different entry operator, but, you know, time will tell, and, you know, maybe Cafe is just extremely defender-sided today, we don't know.
Yeah, it might be that, or VNP is really well prepared and they just will roll over the Necrotics here. And the one thing is that they are not even playing really aggressive, like they are just waiting. They are playing basically the disciplined defense with one roamer. We can see Falcon again below as the sole roamer, as the sole nemesis that you can face, and like it's just nothing really hard. Now there is a interesting fight somewhere, I don't know where, but the mute got lit up as a Christmas tree, and he is the only one getting hit by something, even though I have no idea where he is. I thought he will be playing. Maybe it was a nade from yeah, it actually might have been a nade from Skylight towards the what is it called? Freezer, that's it. But Falcon, in the meantime, from below, strikes again, and White, the sledge, is off the board. Which means that, yeah, again, the man advantage is on the side of VNP, and Necrotic still on the back foot, and Shundi definitely not on the same performance as yesterday.
Yeah, we saw it took him, it's taken Necrotic about a map, sort of, to warm up. Hopefully, you know, that stays the same today, but considering that this is their map pick, they should be erring on the side of caution of we can take that one map, because, oh no.
That was a naughty one.
That was... okay. Hodker is going to get refragged in return, but, yeah, it's not great for Necrotic at this point. The Flores taken out, and, well, that's Amarok gone as well. The Maestro cam's actually going to deal a lot of damage, and Nani is just waiting to strike, and there it is. 1 versus 4 for Shindy now. And
well, he showed us that he can definitely clutch, but I'm not sure if he can clutch with, well, against this well-placed defense right now. And we can see that Falcon just went for the aggressive play there. They just don't care, they just went for it, and the Vector in his hands is the power tool that can rip through anything. So yeah, 4th round in a row, going to VNP, and Necrotic still struggling to find any answer. It almost feels like almost every round after the other is going even worse for them, not better. So it's definitely not looking good for them right now.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like it's getting even more soul crushing as well, because especially that round 3, you know, where you feel like they should have won that, and they didn't, and I feel like they're going to be thinking that they should have won that as well, and that's when things start to get dangerous, because as soon as your mental starts to slip, especially on your map pick as well, then things can start heading extremely south. So, you know, because WMP, they're probably going to be pretty clued up on Clubhouse. Like, we've seen that they know how to play this game. They never lost a match in that opening group stage. They went unbeaten. They did draw 1. That was against ETZ, but they never lost.
Exactly.
So this team is definitely one to be reckoned with, and Necrotic, that same team that WMP drew with, Necrotic lost to them 7-0, which is definitely quite a substantial result. So yeah, this let's see, I wonder if I can get... No, I can't find any stats for that, unfortunately, but...
No, there are none, unfortunately. But yeah, it's definitely interesting to see that Necrotic are struggling this hard on their map pick. Like it's not pleasant to watch. That's one thing. Like that, it's just sad on at least one of the many access we watch.
I'm going to assume it's not pleasant to play either.
Yeah.
Either way, they're going to be attempting something. Hodka's actually going to get lit up quite a lot, but is still able to escape with his life. This is the important thing. These players aren't dead, which means they are still able to get kills. They're still able to find those frags, because it doesn't matter how much health you have. If you hit a headshot, that is an instant kill. That's why actually confirming those kills is really important, and that's something that Necrotic are really struggling with. It's not just their time management, it's also that they're just not winning their gunfights. Like, they shouldn't be losing this many gunfights, and I think they've done a fairly quick job of getting rid of these roamers so far. You can see,
it took them more than a half of the round to get close to the on the second floor. There is no one like contesting in the bakery, and we can see that there. Ooh, Amaru actually with a nice flick on Nani. You destroyed him through the railings of the stairs, but that's finally a good fight in the Necrotic's book. So at least something they can get out of it. But yeah, then again, it was a castle, so not a really that powerful gun, and his barricades are already on the board, so he will still have the presence even after the death.
Fortunately, though, Nani has been quite an impact player, so that is at least one positive. As you say, Shindy, he's just trying to get this Shoko peak, isn't able to find anything. He's going to keep going for it, instead going to push up quite a lot, is not able to hit those shots. Is he going to be able to rotate through VIP? Not quite, as the Jaeger is just hiding inside the bakery, but look, they're running out of time again, only 10 seconds. They're going to have to just straight up push onto site, and Hodka's going to get the down. White is able to find Falcon, but the smoke, oh no, the smoke, it's not going to be enough. And just the amount of utility left until the end of the round, and in fact, the XD wasn't even able to pick up the diffuser. So yeah, things getting very panicky, and this could be a very, very quick map 1, and a very, very quick Necrotic map pick that they could lose.
The time is really strongly against them, and Necrotic should just play it a bit more, I don't know, like easier, not such a difficult take to kind of accomplish, because the easy game is sometimes what you want to see, like they just can go straight for the site, especially when they know there is at least one guy roaming. It's 4v5 basically in the beginning when you want to go hard for the site, and I think that's kind of the problem for Necrotic right now. Their game is really, really complicated, and they just can't manage the time with it.
Yeah, I feel like we're telling the same story every round. Like,
yeah, because Necrotic is playing the same story every single round. Like, at least 3 of the 5 rounds were lost due to the time alone. So
yeah, we're telling the same story because, you know, that's what we're getting. We need to see Necrotic try and switch something up in this last round, but I don't think they're going to. Look, we've just got this exact same attacker lineup all the time. Notice, every single player has a negative KD right now. And you know, we highlighted Shindy as well. He's going 1-4. Like, yeah, these stats aren't everything, but Siege is a shooter at the end of the day. You know, if you are consistently losing your gunfights, you can't expect to win your games. Like, and this is the thing. You know, you have Lossi hasn't died yet at all. He's going 3-0. You have, you know, Drax going 5-1. Falcon with 5-2. Even Nani, yes, he's died a lot, but he's also getting those entry kills and then getting traded. But it doesn't matter. It's got to be so soul-crushing for Shindy and the rest of the team. You know, Shindy, White, everyone, they're just not having the impact that they would like. That new EMP blast as well getting shown off, and Falcon's again going to get that opening pick. That's another round where these players from Necrotic are just not able to do anything. And, you know, Falcon, he only took, what, 10 damage? That's nothing. There's a C4 as well. Shindy's going to get taken down. Black Wolf is able to find 2 somehow. Just walks into Freezer, and actually, now it's 4 versus 2 in the favour of Necrotic. But Lossi, he's pushing up main stairs. What is he able to find here? He's already found 1. Is he gonna be able
He's
to
definitely going for a cheeky flank without anyone's notice, because the players are so concentrated on the breach that I don't think they know Lossi is behind them. And it might be the decider point, because right now, there comes the first pre-fire. White survives with 1 HP. Woohoo! Okay, they now know that he's there, but that doesn't mean he's not a danger to them. He finally falls down, so Black Wolf is the saver of this round with his triple kill. And the last man standing is Drax with his SMG-11 and a boomstick in terms of his shotgun. But he has the angles. He can still be able to just deny everything that they throw at him, because the SMG-11 can just rip the heads off the players. And White, the sole survivor and the main strength of the roster right now, is still on 1 HP. Drax though getting lit like a Christmas tree again, and BXD finishes the job on him, so there goes a first attacking round at the last possible moment for Necrotic.
Finally, something clicked, and this hopefully can be a springboard, if you will, for Necrotic, because now they're on the defense. We've seen that be quite heavily favored, I think you could say, especially in this game.
Just a bit, yeah.
Just a little bit. That 5-1 half, definitely nothing to sniff at. And WMP, we can't just credit that all to the fact that they were on defense. They played so well, and it's showing.
Yeah, and the question is if this round was actually like thanks to something clicking in the heads of Necrotic and their team play, or if it was just a bit of a fluke on the side of VNP that they just kind of played too aggressively, overpeaked and got picked. So I think we will see how well or which one of these two it is in the next few rounds. Because if VNP will continue with the sheer discipline and, well, I don't know how else to call it, maybe roboticness, like they just went there, they are just playing like robots and doing their duties so well. So if they manage to bring the same discipline in the attack, it's going to be interesting and really hard for Necrotic to do. But on the other hand, there is also the fact that Necrotic hasn't showed much of their defense yesterday on Cafe, so VNP might not know what's coming in there too.
Yeah, that's a very good point. We said this is quite the advantage, and Shundi actually able to get a bit of damage onto Falcon straight away. Probably not going to amount to much, but that could be the difference in a gunfight later on in the round. And we're seeing again a bit of a slower take here from WMP. So maybe the timer now is going to be working into Necrotic's favor. That something we're going to have to keep an eye out for. And Amaror again playing this pixel spot with that DMR, that could be so deadly. And Blackwolf, the saviour of that last round, he's getting aggressive in Cigar Shop as well, so...
Yeah, the hold is a bit more aggressive in the take from Necrotic. Their positions are a bit more extended, and Amaror and Black Wolf are actually covering each other. But I think Black Wolf was pushed out of his position, maybe? No, he still has the shield, but there goes the nade in the end. And Nani from the skylight just destroys Shundi. Whoa, what a shot, what a pixel he found there on the head of the Jäger. And again, the opening pick goes in the hands of VNP, so it doesn't look really that well for Necrotic for now, at least.
Yeah, Hodka's actually managed to find his way into Cigar Shop as well, so it's still a little bit speedier than we saw from Necrotic, and this could be all the difference, but they're not fully confident about pushing onto the site just yet. They do have some good oversight from that skylight, and well, Hodka's going to be able to find White. That flank was just sniffed out and taken apart. So it's all that flashbang, wasting the MP, and there goes that Vulcan shield. 45 seconds, there's still some decent time for WMP here, but it is slowly ticking away. Now we've only got 35 seconds left. And Black Wolf somehow finds 2 there? that's really
They just lined up for him, and there goes Falcon with one of his own and brings the scoreline back to 2v2, but Black Wolf still alive with his Vector, and BXD, he is not going to be silent because there comes his kill on Drax, and Falcon refrags him instantly though. So Black Wolf, the last man standing, 10 seconds remaining, Falcon on the plant, going to finish it. He is holding it like a pro, and it all depends on this gunfight. Black Wolf on half HP, Falcon almost fully there, so they know about their each other position, probably. Falcon can expect to get pushed, and the Vector will rip through anything similar as SMG-11, but Black Wolf needs to hit the shots, and he doesn't know where his enemy is, so if Falcon just flanks or swings at the corner, he can kill him easily, but he's playing again the time, the discipline, and the seconds are again against the Necrotic, even though they are on the defense.
And there it is.
There goes the time. Black Wolf just missed it. He was trying to fake it, but I am not sure if it was the right idea. He should have stuck it, and yeah, there goes another round and map point for VNP.
Yeah, it's like I say, very quick, and as soon as that diffuser gets planted, the attackers become the defenders as well. And where did we see WMP really just take hold? Their defensive side. So as soon as they didn't have to aggress. They were doing so much better. Like as soon as they only took what they needed, and that was the important thing. Like Necrotic didn't take enough. But WMP, they didn't take too much. They only took what they needed. They only, they saw, oh, we only need this bit of map control and this bit. And they just made it work. And that's the key difference here. Necrotic, they're just unable to do anything, really. Like, that's...
Yeah, they always have, like, the one breath of hope, but it just turns into a cough.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only way I can kind of describe it in poetic way right now, that I don't know where it came from, but yeah, it's like... They managed to lose on time, even on the attack.
Yeah.
Or on the defense, like, that's what I meant. Like, they can't win on time, even on the defense. That's like... That's kind of a joke right now for them, like... The time should be on their side, but they managed to do it such a bad way that the time in the end is against them again. So yeah, there we go. I really don't know what they need to change right now, because it's just everything goes against them.
Yeah, Black Wolf, he tried his best. We also saw BXD hit some nasty shots as well, but in the end, I think that was actually a 1 versus 2 clutch from Falcon. So
Yep,
again.
It was.
It just, the rounds they shouldn't be winning, they just are, because Necrotic aren't playing them well. And that's the sad reality of this. That's what this is. It's just Necrotic, they're just not playing well at all.
And he even planted on the default spot next to the small bar there, so it's not anything special. Like that's one of the first spots you should check as a defender when you know someone is planting. So it's so hard for them right now, and we can see that VNP is just clearing the top floor with the swiftness that Necrotic just couldn't find in their attack. So even though their positions are extended, the shield is already abandoned. We can see that BXD is playing somewhere near the 90 in there, with the help of a friend in Engine, but these players are gone. But Shundi there with SMG-11 kill on Nani. So that's at least one player off the board, and Hotka getting lit somewhere as well. So that's at least a bit of a good fight, and there goes another one. Hotka being down by Amaror and finished with a pistol. So finally, with a bit of aggression, Necrotic are able to find some kills, but Mosey with a nasty wallbang on Shundi there. So there goes a nice refrag, and Amaror is the next one to fall to the hand of Drax. So the advantage they had, they lost it basically instantly. Like, it was 20 seconds later, and we are back on even ground.
Yeah, immediately 3 versus 3, and we've still got a minute left to go. So there's plenty of time for WMP to get this vertical control established and get everything sorted. So yeah, just this sledge opening the vertical holes. I'm not too sure what Drags thinks that shooting the Sega gate will do. That's not quite how you deal with them, buddy. But yeah, here we go. 35 seconds now, so this time is kind of being delayed, but WMP, they're just getting the intel that they need, they're just gaining the control that they need, and we've seen them, be able to just explode in with almost this like APAC aggression this Apex style aggression just exploding in, and there's Drax as well with a kill onto White, and now the man advantage is in WMP's favour. Flashbangs go out, BXD is not able to cover that drop, and now he's having to fight from behind. Black Wolf goes down, 1 versus 3 for BXD now. He's got to find the flank, but it's not going to happen. 7-1, Denny. That's the result that we're seeing right now.
It's hard for Necrotics right now because they picked the map, they managed to play it really well yesterday, and it just wasn't in their favor today. Like, the odds were against them on every single step, and I'm surprised. I'm really surprised it was this hard for them. I only hope that Clubhouse will be a better ground for them, because right now it's not looking good, and they lost their map really badly, but it actually doesn't mean that they can't do the same to VNP on their map pick. We've seen that too. Just the map robbery is quite common lately. And Clubhouse, as we said, is one of the maps that everyone knows, so it's not so surprising to see this map being, well, we will see. We'll see how close it will be. We don't have the script yet, you know. We are awaiting it, but we will get it just before the match, so we know what to talk about.
Yeah, I think my printer's actually working away now. I think I can hear it. So that's
good.
It. I should, you know.
Exactly.
Either way, that kind of fell flat. Speaking of falling flat, Necrotic took a fairly convincing 7-1 loss here on Cafe Dostoyevsky, their map pick. I mean, Black Wolf, he tried, he was there, he was in the server. Everyone else, though, I'm not too sure. BXD certainly did a couple things, but apart from that, it's not.
Yeah. The only player on the side of Necrotic is Black Wolf. He's the only one who had positive KD. And, like, honestly, they don't have players that had, like, that bad cost, for example, when I'm looking at the stats right now. It's just, it just didn't click in the end, so that's the biggest problem for them. Right now, we are gonna get to a bit of a break, because the players need to refresh themselves, and, well, Necrotic needs to wake up. Like, they just need to get cold shower themselves, like, they should just jump out of cafe to the snow that's all around it to wake up, because that's the only way they will be able to perform on the Clubhouse, where we can party and have some juicy plays too. So see ya in about 10 minutes, 15, something like that.
Yeah, numbers.
We got the fire warm and the stars are out tonight. All I need is you and I. You're the one I adore, and with you by my side, we are free in paradise. When you kiss me, I feel like paradise. It may be the coldest outside, but when you touch me, it's like a summer night. It may be the coldest outside, yeah. We got the fire warm and the stars are out tonight. All I need is you and I. You're the one I adore, and with you by my side, we are free in paradise. We got the fire warm and the stars are out tonight. All I need is you and I. You're the one I adore, and with you by my side, we are free in paradise. When you kiss me, I feel like paradise. It may be the coldest outside, but when you touch me, it's like a summer night. It may be the coldest outside, yeah. When you touch me, it's like a summer night. It may be the coldest outside, yeah.
All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Better go in. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Better go in.
Okay.
All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Better go in. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. Better go in.
Floaters, Extreme Gaming.
Hello there and welcome back to the second map of the BO3 in the final that we are currently watching and commentating for you. And also welcome my lovely friend Uncooked here.
Hello. It took me a second to respond. That first map kind of destroyed all my brain cells, but we move.
Yeah.
I'm
I think it
hoping for
destroyed
something
more
better.
than your brain cells. I think it destroyed also many other things in the rooms of necrotics, because that was
Yes.
that was a game that can make your mouse fly over the room, like definitely.
Yeah.
So let's hope that though that they sorted their minds a bit and that they woken up, because Clubhouse is there. It's coming, and if it's going to be as aggressive, not aggressive, but as disciplined from the VNP as the cafe was, I'm not sure Necrotic will be able to do anything with it. Though, if I'm correct, I hope I am. Necrotic should be starting on the defense this time.
I have bad news. They chose to start on the attack on Clubhouse.
Whoa!
I have. Yeah, that's not.
Well, so what are your plans for the afternoon? Because we might be going off really fast.
So at 3:30 CET, I'm planning on taking a nap. Yeah, this could.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Necrotic, why are you just, jamming one knife after another into your own back? Like, it's just... Well, maybe they will surprise us with an excellent attack or with some really surprising bands. Like,
they're just planning on taking this sprint world record away from Usain Bolt. That's what's going on right now. Like they're just
yeah. But,
Yeah.
They would also need to kind of start playing a bit faster, because leaving it all up to the last 5 to 10 seconds,
that's fair.
like, if they want to make it fast, make it properly fast, please. No, let's hope that they will finally manage to win the gunfights, because I think that was one of the biggest problems for them. It wasn't like that they would be always flanked or shot from the back or something like that, or C4'd from below. Usually it was just losing the gunfights, nothing else. So hopefully they sighted their weapons in, and they will find some heads or bodies or something that will drop to the ground on the enemy side. Because Falcon was on fire. He ended I think on 9 or 10 kills in the last match. So that's pretty good when we count in how fast the map was.
Yeah, he got 10 kills in 8 rounds and only died 3 times. So yeah. Well, let's hope Black Wolf hasn't, fallen asleep again, because he was awake at the end of the game. Unfortunately, no one else on Necrotic was.
It took him some time though to wake up, because it was the 3K that kind of started it for him.
But at least he was awake.
Yeah. So let's hope he can bring or give some of the wakeness to the to other teammates because Shundi definitely needs it. I think. Wait, what was his?
3 and 7 was his.
Yeah, Shundi just went all to bottom. There is only one good stat. The 3 kills he got were all headshots.
Yes.
So
And
that's something
that's
to
good.
take away from that. That's good. That's good. At
Yeah.
least he can hit the heads when he hits them.
Yes, but it's we've seen it be quite rare today. That's for sure. And another thing,
Yeah.
I think, looking at the map veto as well, WMP definitely won. Like, they also banned Bank, which we saw Necrotic do very well on yesterday, especially, you know, with that infamous clip of
Yeah, Shundi there just ripping one player after another, going for the ace.
yeah.
But yeah, let's talk a bit more about the clubhouse because there is an interesting ban on the board, and that's the Flores. They got rid of him, so I think that's more of a target ban for Necrotic because actually no, is it
Necrotic banned it.
It banned Necrotic themselves, so that's okay. Another knife in the bag. Here we go.
This is just masochism the game at this point, isn't it? Like, that's all I can think of it. The same 2 bans for WMP, by the way. They banned Thatcher and Wamai both times, so at least they're being consistent.
Yeah. I like Necrotic right now reminds me of Asterix and Obelix, the pirates there that always sunk their ship before they get to them.
Yes.
So Necrotic like feels for me like the pirates right now. They are just chopping to their boards and trying to sunk themselves before WNP can do it for them. Like I don't know, like the attack pick, the Flores ban, one of the best operators for them, like in general in the past 2 days, they just ban it straight away. Like I don't know. I'm afraid for them and I fear for them, especially now when there is a defense. That was pretty solid on the cafe. Black Wolf though, here on the nice roam. Valkyrie on board in hands of Nani will though be aggressive and he finds the head of Black Wolf and there goes the top fragger on the previous match. Yeah, that was a nice good night and first pick, opening pick yet again. And I'm surprised that Necrotic wasn't waiting with the garage push like for some later one. And Nani on fire, he finds another one on BXD. And there we go, as easily as that, first minute of the round, and it's 5v3, and Drax is not giving up his position there next to the breach. And finds the head of Amara with nasty SMG-11 kill there. So there we go, and he still is hungry for more kills. He whips out the shotgun and tries to go for one, but Hotka is there too. And I'm not sure if they will manage to do so. Shundi though with a headshot on Hotka, so he finds the first one of his own. But there is 4 more to take. Drax already dropped down.
This is what we need to see from Necrotic, is just this more aggression, because like Shundi, he got that kill just because he swung. Like that's long and short of it. You know, this is what we need to be seeing. But WMP, you know, they're starting off strong, and look, those Thunderbird, those Kona stations, so helpful. Nani was really low, Drax as well, and now they're pretty much up to full HP again. So these, even just like, you know, these stray bullets that are hitting WMP, it doesn't even matter. So now White and Shundi have to clutch up in this 2 versus 4, and you know, this is just, it's even more worrying for me. I don't know about you, Danny, but this is very, very worrying, and they're going
definitely like I don't. Like, I'm just waiting for the C4 to drop down now, because that's a nice little trick there with the ace.
Oh no!
But I think the nade just got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I only got one, but here comes the C4. You can see that it's being prepped over the wall.
White
White
finds
is
ahead
actually
of
able to find a
Nani.
nice shot.
I think he found it through the hole there, and Shundi
Oh,
with another one on
Shundi,
Losi.
there's a C4.
But there comes a C4 through the prepared hole,
Yeah.
and White is the last man standing in 1v2. Not losable, oh, well, not unwinnable. He still have a chance, but again, 3 seconds remaining. The time is strongly against him, and he gets slapped in the face by the boomstick there. So, again, time management just went straight through the window with them because it's just yeah.
And you know, this was a basement defense, and we saw Necrotic take half of the round to clear that top what was it, 2 people on that top floor. And in fact, you know, Hodka came up to join them. I mean, he didn't find anything for it and said he got taken out himself, but still, like, he came up to join them.
He just came to bring the aggression in there and make it even harder for Necrotic to just go through it. But yeah, in the end it worked. They just delayed them long enough. They took enough bodies out of them, and it folded like that easily for them. So now they are going for the usually favorite side, CCTV and Cash. And again, with Kite on board, it's going to be really easy to hold off the breach. Though Maverick still a viable option or a strong option to open the main wall in CCTV. So it will be interesting to see how PNP will defend against that. But we can see that Drax, again, preparing quite aggressive position in below with Lozi's ADSs. So they are prepared for the things that Necrotic did, I think, on the clubhouse yesterday. I think it was Necrotic. When they basically went for the luggage double door and with Zofia charge just breached from below to destroy anything that was on the bridge, but Kite Claw, that will be hidden somewhere else. So I expect them to play it a bit differently.
Yeah, it's... Hopefully this should be getting tricked fairly quickly. There's no... Oh no, there is a Kaidam. Actually, where is this Electro Claw? Is it... Oh, he's...
Nah, he's trying to trick
it. Yeah, there it is. That was a very successful trick as well, actually. So these attackers are now aware that, you know, this tricking is going to be the order of the day here for WMP and Falcon specifically. But yeah, there we go.
And,
so
and a good placement of their second claw for the. Oh, he plays both of the claws on the catwalk there right now. And Nani again with the opening pick, this time on Shundi. So yet again the VNP strikes first, and it's not looking good for Necrotic. The only good thing is that they haven't lost the buck yet, because he's quite essential for opening the main wall. Since he's usually the operator you use from the rappel to just slap the soft wall off.
Yeah. Especially as, you know, we've seen 2 of Ace's Selma charges get tricked by the Kite. You know, it's been a really, really good intelligent play from Falcon right now, and you know, Necrotic, it seemed like their entire attack lynched on, you know, just those 2 things that just got taken out extremely quickly. And now it's, you know, they're just playing in such good positions, WNP. Like, it doesn't look like much can be done right now by Necrotic.
Yeah.
They just...
Necrotic needs to decide where they want to push from, because they need to start pushing somewhere. Right now they're just waiting. Well, they are kind of hoarding in the construction, so that's something. And Amaror with a nice pick on Hotka there, I think that's good one for them, because it's Melucio board.
As well.
And the White now aggressively pushing on the catwalk, finds the pick in there, that's Lozi off the board, and finally getting some traction. But he's also getting aggressively peeked, so it might not be so easily taken on the catwalk. He needs to reload, so there is something to worry about again. And
little peekaboo there, the Jack-in-the-Box just peeks over.
And there goes the flank, and Falcon just finds the first pick for himself there.
He's in the
bring
site,
it to 3v3, but yeah, Necrotic finally on site, trying to get the diffuser down, but again, the kills come, they're down, and Nanny with Falcon and Drex just finished the job with a pick each.
Well then.
It's just...
Oh my god. That...
Like,
yeah, no.
It was hard. It was hard one defense right now, but it still is a one defense for VNP, and that's kind of like, that's what matters. The thing is, it's 2-0 on the scoreboard right now, and Necrotic, they are finally grasping for the air. You can finally feel them on the on the field, but they still need to start pushing a bit sooner. Like, it took them so long to decide from where they actually want to push. It was just, I think it was just too late that they needed to go a bit frantic, a bit like uncoordinated in there, because that was the only option for them.
Yeah, that certainly was closer than, that was closer than they've had, at all before. Especially, coming down. Yeah, maybe you could say that 1v2, when they got it down to 2v2, that was closer, but, there was the early round really just set up that first round of failure, whereas, this round we just seen, it was so almost there.
Yeah,
but they just didn't have the
already
control.
They could already see the finish line in that round, but yet again, there came the last resort from VNP, and they managed to bring it through. And now they are gonna be playing in the gym and bedroom, which is usually held here really extensively on the full top floor. We can see it even from Falcon and Nani, just playing near the cache or near the server in the cache, and even with rotation to top red. So they can really play aggressive in those positions. And Losi with the Alibi Prismas on window will deny anyone trying to shoot through there or hold the angles. That's a really smart way of using the Alibi Prismas, and I love that, because usually that's what you want to see with Alibi. But White here with the first pick on Nami, he found him. I actually don't know from where the Ace found him. It looked like it might have been through the drone hole. And BXD continues on Hotka, that's another one, so finally Necrotic getting some traction again, and hopefully they will be able to find more. Falcon, they're downed and finished by Shundi, and this round, looking swiftly, like, it's probably the fastest round we've seen so far from Necrotic, and not Losi here going for aggressive peek. He almost managed to find someone, but with the flashbang he was luckily navigated back to site and saved his own life in there. Drax here peeking aggressively through the construction doorway, not doorway, but wall. And Losi finally taken down, so Shundi getting the kills we were expecting from him before. There comes Drax with a nice flick on the hatch. One on BXD, and still more bodies for him, but Amaror just pushing through the window and getting the last kill on the board.
Yes, this pace, this aggression is really what we need to see more of from Necrotic. They've smelt blood in the water now from that round 2, and they just pushed at the site hard. And that is really, that's what drove them to success. It wasn't quite a flawless, like, that was a very nice flick from Drax up onto the hatch. That's, not take away from that. That was a beautiful kill, but
yeah,
it's an impactless kill. That's it.
In the end, it is. Yeah, it's only a one for the highlights. But in the end, good work from Necrotic. Finally, something we've been waiting for a long time on Cafe, to get them a first point on the board. Right now, they managed to do it pretty swiftly in comparison to Cafe. But let's hope they can crack the defense on the not bar, what the hell, on the basement again, because that one, it was in the end close, but it was also close just thanks to the VNP kind of giving up the bodies as the time went, not really because Necrotic played that exceptionally well in the 2v5 or 3v5 situation. So
Yeah.
right now they will have to think about something else, like maybe a bit of a dirt push, or at least opening the dirt a bit so they know you can push from there. Getting the hatches open a bit earlier. I'm surprised they have flashbangs on Buck when he can bring 2 breach charges of his own and help with the opening of the hatches. So that's kind of interesting one. Hotka here, very aggressive on the doorway peak. There are 2 bodies for him, but he drops to safety. He wasted about 30 seconds there, and now he can just safely go back to site without any scratches. So that's a well-played roam for the garage. You just made them a bit unsecure there and let them show that, yeah, we are here too. We are not gonna give you the ground freely.
Yeah, it's a strong message being sent out by WMP right now, and actually there's still no, everyone is on site right now. So Necrotic, they now have all of the map control. It just doesn't. I just don't know whether they're aware of it. And actually, as I say that, Nani is going to be pushing up those main stairs. Maybe just take out a drone. I'm not sure. But it is still quite slow from Necrotic. They don't need to be checking this top floor, but they're going to be doing it anyway because they're scared. You know, they're worried.
Yeah, I think there might have been some jammers in their place, so with them you
Yeah.
never know if someone is hiding between them. So you really need to just drone it out, but there is still time. It's a minute and a half left, so that's the time when you want to get near the side. Black Wolf there, holding some angles for the main stairs for anyone flanking up. We can see Nani playing really aggressively up, and he finds the first one on BXD. So the position there wasn't drawn out. That's kind of unfortunate, especially with Yana on board. We can send the clone in and just find the first man standing there that will shoot the clone. But Black Wolf wasn't doing that, and that's kind of, I think, one of the problems. Because utilizing that intel is... or not utilizing it is always bad, and Falcon there with a nice C4 just on the hatch, and Shundi now the man that will try to push on the side. There goes a nice pre-fire. He tried to get the guy and he gets him. What a headshot on Nani there. So
That was a
at
nice
least
kill.
Yeah, Shundi finally waking up and sighting in his weapons, but there are still more bodies for him. He will try to go for a fast push on the side with the breach. He opened it, but there are still bodies watching exactly that place. Lossy from the bottom of dirt, and there is one guy in moto, but he finds the head of his 2, but he's getting refragged instantly, and there is one more pick for Lossy, which means the diffuser is down, last 3 seconds, and Black Wolf is getting picked by Falcon in the end. Well, the only positive thing so far, or at least in this round, is that Shundi is managing to hit the shots. Yeah.
This is the aim that we just weren't seeing on Cafe, and it's good. It's good that he's able to, the Necrotic, they've had a mental reset. Obviously, we expect this defense side to be more prevalent in these round wins, and that's what we're seeing. So even if WMP, they win CCTV cash, but then Necrotic win Gym Bedroom again, that's still a 40 split. That's still a fairly okay half. That's sort of what's expected as the average for attackers on Clubhouse. So, it's still on a good trajectory for Necrotic right now. I wouldn't say I'm worried, especially as, we've seen how close they can get. And Shindy, when he's hitting shots like that, I don't think I need to be worried about their gunfights anymore. Just maybe the rest of the team surrounding need to be picking up the slack a little bit, because, I'm seeing Shindy and not myself.
I think that Shundi might be able to bring the mental, the mental game a bit up for his own team with those skills, because it's something you can cheer for when you are playing as when you are Necrotic right now, because it's one of the only things you can really cheer for. But also the rounds weren't they were pretty close, even though they didn't manage to bring them in the end. I think even this defense, even though it started a bit badly for them, they still managed to bring it really close. It was just unlucky for them that Shundi got refragged almost instantly from the hold there, because VNP plays it really, really well in terms of holding angles. But there goes Shundi with a nice pre-fire on Falcon. That's a really good drone play and really good catch So Shunde opening it up with a nice kill on the catwalk, and that's also the Kaid that was causing the problems before.
Yeah, and you know, another thing to note: every team that's got the opening pick, we've seen 100% conversion rate from that opening pick to a round win. So this round, you know, also looking at that sort of side of it statistically, is looking quite good for WMP. You know, Falcon as well. He's definitely not been slacking off. You know, 4-2. We've definitely seen Falcon have some impact frags within this game. So, you know, Necrotic, they're in a fairly good spot right now. And that main breach is open, what, a minute in to the round?
Yeah,
this pace, we just didn't see it on Cafe, and it's really good to see.
It's a good pace right now. They just need to cut the rotation to the construction and just try to push them from there too. There's a nice play by the Maverick, who is trying to get the angle for the window on the catwalk, because it's the only rotation there. The other part of the wall there is soft, but it has only the part there. But there is a guy down, but ooh, that was a bad play by Nani. He went for the kill, but he should have confirmed just, and it was really hard for him. But Hotka there with the kill on BXD. Black Wolf though managed to pick up, but still he's really low on HP. The minute left remaining and the diffuser down. Those are the things that might start to bit them a bit in the bottom, because yeah, it's not looking as precise, as good as before. Surely they're getting lit. He's trying to find one, and Hotka is falling for him. Luzidor killing White in the meantime. Hotka still down. I don't know if Shundi knows about that. I'm not sure. But there goes another pick this time, and Shundi being dropped by Drax. That means that Amaror is the last man standing in this match, or in this round. And Losi, yeah, he's just they're just waiting. Amaror doesn't have much time. The diffuser is in Narnia, and he needs to find two picks. There is a hole that they will be probably watching, but no, Losi plays it really well. He just rotates back up the side. The Melusi trap will reveal the position, and the smoke. Yeah, Amaror just can get choked. Yep. Like that's the only thing.
Yeah. That was another unlucky round for WMP, not for WMP, for Necrotic. You know, they still got that really close. You know, one engagement goes the opposite way, and that is Necrotic's round. Like, it will be annoying to them that they lose that, but it's still, you know, they can say we're almost there. That's a defender-sided site. Now they're going to gym bedroom again. That's where Necrotic won last time. Hopefully they can do it again, you know, for their sake.
Yeah, they definitely need to win this one, because if they don't, it's gonna be so hard for them to come back from this one. Like the 4-2 split is kinda the usual one, or not so usual lately, but it is kinda the baseline you want to have. Like if you get that, you can be kinda satisfied with what you've done on the attack.
Yes.
So they definitely need to take it.
Because if it's anything less than that, then you've let a team win defense on their tertiary site, which is that's never good.
Exactly. And I think they might be able to do it if they play with the aggression they showed in both of the last rounds. They just weren't able to bring it kind of in fully. So yeah, it's still gonna be hard for them, and I think also that Necrotic might want to work a bit more on their rotation, because I thought they will rotate towards the construction or bedroom and push from there, but they just dropped it down to the garage and try to push basically from garage and from the breach, which is still basically one side push. And since the defense was prepared for that, even with the run out from below from the luggage, it was just a really bad decision.
Yeah. You know, it's a bit of a lull here at the start of the round. Not much really going on. Though we do have that Thunderbird again, which can provide some very valuable HP. You know, we've talked about it before. Thunderbird, I think, is one of the most important, like, new new additions so far. Obviously, Flores as well has had a great impact, and that player was crouching instead of prone. That would have been a very, very quick kill for Shindy, but as it stands, Falcon is able to pre-fire onto the window and just hide behind this shield, so nothing going to happen so far. Nani as well.
Nani
quite
went there
going
for
to
a
press up
pretty
the garage.
aggressively. Like, he wanted to try to flank them, but now he's back on the shield.
Definitely think
So
about it.
they will have
Very
to try to
nearly
push
slipped
these
up.
two players.
It's definitely getting very close now. Nani's now on this scun. One tap,
Okay.
good night. Shindy gets sent down into the dirt, and that is a good start. And actually, that's another one. Amaro goes down as well. Not too sure if he's aware, but he will be now. The blood on the floor is going to spell that out. Nani's able to rotate and actually get a lot more aggressive, and is able to find a third. Is he going to be able to find a fourth in garage? Not quite, and actually he's going to get wall banged. That's Black Wolf. Actually, no, Black Wolf was on the breach. So 2 versus 4 now, and Black Wolf and White have the world against them. And well, he was leaning the wrong way. Hodka's able to slip in and find that one unannounced. Black Wolf 1 versus 4. You get the sense that this round is kind of lost. We said that Necrotic needed to win this round, and it just does not look likely in the slightest.
Yeah.
You know, 35
It
seconds
just-
left, and it's. And
It's
even
just
the didn't even
pain.
go up.
It's just pain for Necrotic all the way in. Like, they don't have any drones that they could use. The Yana, like, yeah, she can use the clone, but what's the point in 20 seconds remaining? Falcon waiting down there for the guy to peek. He has a breach. He has basically 2 angles. There comes at least 1 kill for Black Wolf, but he has 3 more to go. And I don't think he will manage to do so, because his position is... no, okay, it's just enemy detected outdoors. But yeah, he doesn't have the bullets to finish the job, and there goes the 5th defensive round in the hands of VNP.
I'm beginning to get nervous now. I mean, obviously I was getting nervous when Necrotic got absolutely slapped silly on their map pick. And, you know, picking the attack, I don't think that was the play. I really do not think that was the way to go. And, you know, it's showing. Shindy, yeah, Shindy's woken up, Shindy's online, but it doesn't seem like the rest of Necrotic are, you know? It's...
Yeah, they are definitely not. Like when you look at the scoreboard, VNP is not performing that well themselves. Like, it's basically just 2-player show on their side. It's Nani and I think Falco is the second one.
Yeah.
No, Drax. It's Nani and Drax, the 2 top fraggers for their team. But other than that, the rest is pretty much silent or near silent. So it's just those 2 guys that are bringing the real mayhem. And yeah, the defense of Necrotic will have to show some really gritted plays, because it's like, yeah, Amara on Vigil might be a really interesting one. I think we might see him playing somewhere in logistics. That he will play there, and he's even reinforcing the cache there. So okay, that's interesting hole. You don't usually see reinforcements on top floor when you are holding basement. So that's one to take in your books, and especially leaving dirt soft. That's also interesting way to play it.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to put it so far. Oh, Shindy not quite able to get that kill, and is actually Hodka is going to be able to find the first frag, only on 20 HP, but that doesn't matter when you can click those heads. And Shindy goes down. Amaro now, the last player remaining on this side of the map, and actually Black Wolf is going to rotate away from that top floor. Nani does fall, however, as Amaro is going to rotate back to the site, but there's no healing, so he's going to be on 55 HP for the rest of this round.
Yeah, but in
And
terms of HP, they
first
are
minute.
actually on the better side right now because Hotka is on something like 20 HP left, and that means
Yeah.
that every gunfight is lethal for him. And Amar can take at least 2 to 3 shots, depends on the gun, depends on the distance. But Hotka definitely can't. Like, he would have to be really lucky to survive a one shot to basically anywhere.
Unless it's like a pistol to the foot. And even
Well,
then,
honestly, pistols kick pretty hard. They have something around 40 damage. So
depends how far away
definitely
you
not.
are.
Maybe the SMG-11 might not kill him with the first shot, but you
The
don't
SMG
want
12
that usually.
time,
Yeah.
and that's about it. That's that's the only situation where I can see Hodka coming away, unless Hodka is just able to get the slip on someone and just remove their head off of their shoulders. before
Yeah,
they even
yeah,
know it.
he can definitely win the gunfights, but White
Oh.
removes Falcon with a nice C4. So that's the the hard reach? No, it's only the Maverick of the board. So there are still the thermite charges that can reach through. Losig getting lit from below, but Drax with Kelvin Zone on the White. That means that they still can fight back, and the 3v3 is looking that it can sway both ways. Dirt is still soft. Hotka already sneaking through. He has the opening, and I don't think they know about it, but they definitely will because it's open. But Hotka finds the head of VXD through the AK
Yeah, speaking
in
of getting
there.
the slip on someone,
So it's going really
And Blackwell
poorly for them right
from
now.
the-
Blackwell finds the clone, but they know about this position, and there comes the
Apparently
down,
not.
not a kill yet. Amaru trying to find the picks, but the diffuser is down. They will have to retake from above. Lozi though finds Black Wolf, and it's all in the hands of Amaru, who has 1v3, and there goes even him. I don't know why aren't you IDS, man? You are trying to clear the map. You are not just on a walk.
he's just gone for a jolly. Like, I don't understand what the plan was there for Amaro. I don't know if he fully expected someone to be up there, but
Like,
just
when-
walking around, I don't know.
They open.
I'm trying to
They open
justify
the
it, but I
hatch.
can't.
I don't know. Like, yeah, I would definitely expect someone to be there because they opened the hatch. They planted right below it, so of course someone will be holding it from above. Like, it's just, I don't know, the decision making. I don't think they are with the right mindset right now in the game. And Necrotic, like, even though they are getting the kills, I'm not sure they are just willing to bring everything in the game right now, or like it just doesn't look like it.
Yeah, they're just being outclassed right now. That's the only way
Yeah.
that I can describe it.
Well, CCTV with Valkyrie and Kaita on board will be interesting to see. BXD not doing anything special with the claws, he's just placing it straight in the middle of the wall. Black Wolf though with the smoke, preparing some nice angles for the podium. That might be a good one, and also interesting. Well, that's kind of an SSG hold for the launch. So definitely aggressive hold, but they will also have to be aggressive themselves, not only hold it aggressive, like have the aggressive hold there, because if they are not, they will just lose it as before. Right now, BXD going away from the position, even though I don't know why. Maybe he got the intel that they are pushing somewhere else with the cam from Valkyrie, so they don't need to. But the Maverick will probably deal with the wall pretty swiftly. There is no reason why he shouldn't. He can do it safely from the rappel and then just crouched next to the wall. There is so many ways you can do it with Maverick these days, so yeah, I've even seen a Maverick open the wall in like 10 seconds, so it's just... Sometimes it can be really good.
Yeah.
And Falcon definitely showed us that he can do it really fast, because, yeah, it's 30 seconds in the round, and the wall is already open. So if they can move on and try to open something else, and I think they will go for the construction take, because that's where the bodies are, like, not so much. And we can see Hotka already in the construction, So yes, that's the rotation we want to see. White drop down, and they will come
Very
nades flying in the red.
Control.
Ooh, that was a close one for Black Wolf. And Amar coming up to help him. Hotka getting lit though a lot through the... Maybe it was from the hatch. Yeah, it was from the hatch from below. Shundi is holding it there. But all in all, the bodies are still in favor for VNP.
Yeah, it's well, Falcon's able to find one, and now 1 versus 5 for Black Wolf. All of a sudden, he's got to find something. No flawless round, but this looks like it's going to be game over. There it is, 7-1, 7-1, and it's WMP just outclassed Necrotic Esports here today, and there it is. WMP, they are your champions of the Alienware Road to Masters of Paddock League Season 3. And that's gonna be that. That's really the only way I can describe it. Very, very speedy, and that's. I have no words. I'm speechless.
Me neither. Like it was fast. It was swift. It was surgical in many moments, and VNP just deserves the win. So GG's to Necrotics, but big congratulations to the VNP. Honestly, both these teams are kinda-ish winners today because both of these teams advanced to the Masters themselves. But yeah, VNP definitely showed that they want to fight every single map and every single match, and they wanted the prize pool of this tournament a bit more. But yeah, other than that, we've seen 2 exciting matches. We've seen that Necrotic really needs to work on their time management. The time was against them in most of the situations. And even though on Clubhouse it wasn't that much about the time, or not that on that many occasions, it still bit them a bit too. So yeah, that's
a bit too hard.
Yeah, definitely. So
it's a shame
it was
the grand final wasn't very grand. I'm gonna be honest. That's
it wasn't as grandiose as many would have thought and hoped. We've definitely seen a lot better Siege yesterday. But hey, there is one upside for this. We at least have a lot more time for this afternoon to enjoy ourselves on this lovely Sunday. And if you guys haven't had enough of Siege, you can jump in Siege, or if you want to, you can come watch me on Twitch, because I will be definitely streaming tonight, because I definitely don't have enough of Siege and I want to shoot somebody too. But for now, it's gonna be a bye-bye from me, because I really need to get something to eat. I'm starting to be hungry, and that's not good. When I'm hungry, I'm bitchy.
Hangry, I think is the word there.
I think it is. But yeah, it was a really great time today, and thank you, Uncooked, for joining me for the not so grandiose grand final, and I hope we will have more time together, because it's really nice to cast with you.
Yeah, likewise. It's great also having, for me personally, it's good having an insight into, I've only seen, before today, the only Siege I've seen from this region was ETZ, and I've only seen them play once. So, it's good insight as well into, a region of Europe that I haven't really seen.
We have some good players in here, and we hope that we will be able to show that more to the Europe itself, because I think the people in here deserve to get some spotlight, and we are hoping to give them the chance in the future. So but for now it will be all from me and from Uncooked, so from us, and have a lovely rest of the day. Bye bye.